Senator Amy Klobuchar does not support the idea, she's a Democrat, she does not support the idea of preemptive pardons.
I am not a fan of these. I didn't like the pardon of the president's son. I didn't think that that was prudent, but I also am very concerned about this idea of the preemptive pardons. I am, of everyone, very concerned about what Trump is going to do with this Justice Department. So this is, the president has this power. I would prefer that we actually Trump abuse this pardon power. I think that we should have pardon reform. It is a right of these presidents.
All right, the powerful chair of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, joins me now. Congressman, what do you make of preemptive pardons for people who may be Trump's future targets?
Well, preemptive pardons are corrupt by nature. It doesn't matter who the president is. But you look at Klobuchar and the other Democrats who are finally coming out of the woodwork criticizing Joe Biden and his family's influence peddling schemes and criticizing the pardons. Where have they been for the last year and a half? That's my question to them. Now, of course, they're concerned with Trump. But you look at Trump, he ran his campaign in a transparent manner by saying he felt like not only he, but many of his supporters were unduly harmed by a weaponized Department of Justice. So I think that what Trump is talking about doing with respect to pardons, he's been very transparent with the American people about it. I don't think the American people are going to be surprised. Whereas Joe Biden told the American people he would not pardon his son, and we all knew that he would pardon his son.
Do you think he's going to pardon members of his own family? You've been investigating the family for a long time. You think he's going to do it?
Absolutely, he's going to do it. Look, that family took tens of millions of dollars from our adversaries around the world and never paid a penny of taxes on it. They violated the Foreign Agent Registration Act. According to 6 different banks, they were money laundering. The list goes on and on of their financial crimes. The only reason Joe Biden pardoned Hunter a little early is because Hunter was fixing to be sentenced to prison this week. Now, Jim Biden, he can wait a little longer. Other members of his family, if you had a more broad Department of Justice that could get information from the government, all the information that I got in my investigation, Stuart, came from private banks and private individuals. Anything I needed from the Biden administration, they absolutely prevented me from having any information that we should have gotten, even with subpoena. So I believe that Joe Biden's going to pardon at least one more, if not multiple members of his family.
I want to get back to DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. You met with Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy on Capitol Hill. What do you think they can realistically get done in Trump's first 100 days?
Well, I think that there are lots of areas of waste, fraud, and abuse where there will be support among Republicans to cut. I would love to see $2 trillion cut out of the federal budget. I think that's very aggressive, but I'm all for it. There's not a number that scares me, Stuart. But there are a few members that they've been in Congress decades and they've never voted for a single cut of anything to my knowledge. And it was funny, you had the progressives on there. They've never, cut isn't even in their vocabulary. So, but I'm confident that they can focus on rules and regulations that are costing taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And I'm very optimistic that DOGE is going to be successful. A lot of people are criticizing DOGE. Well, I'm glad there's somebody in an administration that's willing to step up to the plate and actually make tough decisions. I'm going to work with them, and I know my House Oversight Committee is going to work very closely with them, and hopefully we'll be able to see significant savings in taxpayer funds that are wasted up here every day.
Congressman James Comer, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Always appreciate it. See you again soon.
Thank you.